Hello all. This is this week's update for the 7th of March 2024. So where we are at the moment is we're just going to have a bit of an update on how the Cypher project's getting on. We'll rejoin our story about how our free characters are getting on with their crypto investments. I had a little bit of a chat with Danny DeHeck in the week and just a little bit of a mention of that. So we go to the charts and how the internet money situation is going. So what I'm going to do is I've had a little bit of a think about the Cypher NFT collections and how they're going to work. So really speaking, we've got the AFC 155, which will have two collections in it. So the Cypher collection will be called the ESC 1155. And in the ERC 20, we're going to have the Cypher users. So these are just the users and the collections of the users. And then the Cypher details. So the user will have inside of the URI field the passphrase length, which will be up to 100 characters. They have the passphrase characters, which will be always 400. So the length is important to go and find exactly how long that is there because it'll always be 400 and you need that to work together. The first ID, that's going to be the ID that will be sent, will identify which NFT in the detail collection we need to be looking for it and where the position is. So you've basically got 4 characters per positions and that'll fill up with these characters. So you need to be able to go straight to that next one. In the details one, we're going to have the cipher detail that will be identified with the NFT ID, the token ID, and also what position that you've got, and also within each position you're going to have the position of the next one, and therefore it'll just go on a chain until it kind of gets there. So that kind of got me thinking: is how do we identify and work with the different tokens so you know that you're writing these and can find them, especially when it comes to finding the Cypher user. So I kind of looked at the different leagues that we can get. So we've got the Austrian Football League, 48 clubs, 15 seasons. Going down these abbreviations, English Football League, 92 clubs, 77 seasons. The NFL there, that's got 36 and 20 seasons, and the United States ones. If we kind of go for this and this all gets times together, which you'd need to do, you're well over to e to the power of 50, which is um unguessable really, as long as that we get a kind of uh we don't have biases to what people pick, which there will be, but we'll just have to deal with that. So you can have numbers that are massive in terms of the IDs and the likes. I was thinking if we sum up together all the characters of the password, put that together, and then that could be something that would give a number that could be what could be minted on. I'm still thinking about that. But there you are. There's the update on the NFT collections. So back to our story. This story only goes because Crypto 7 will continue to say invest more than you can afford to lose. This is his last stream.
Thing, but I see that Sommet did a tweet which I thought, oh, that's a bit cringe. That's a bit awkward. Has he credited me for that? Because he's done a tweet where he's in a spaceman costume. It was about 8 hours ago, and he says, "Make sure to invest more than you can afford to lose." And I think the 96 people watching now know where he got that from.
So thank you to Crypto 7 for stop saying invest more than you can afford to lose. He hasn't done it for a while. I did put a comment on one of these shows where the point he just stopped. So I says, I really hope your constant comments about investing more than you can afford to lose is not going to hurt anyone in real life. I'm telling a story about three made-up characters. They have made their play by investing more than they can afford to lose. Over the weeks, I will track them. This is nothing more than a story. I hope it goes well. But these three characters here that we talked about in previous videos, they all invested more than they could afford to lose. What happened was on Tuesday, the 27th, as Dan's ended up on the streets. As of today, rent day, Dan, he would have had $180 from his 150 if he still had it, but the landlord's got it now. He's on the streets. We don't know where he is. So Crypto 7 hasn't stopped saying invest more than you can afford to lose. So if he'd have stopped that, Lily would have actually taken a profit around about $25. She would have paid the landlord off, and she would have had $25 there to go. But she's investing more than she can afford to lose, and continuing to do so. So she's put the rent in. As the landlord turns up, he's the same landlord as what Dan had. He's understood what that is there. He's had a right go at her, and he says, right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the keys off you. So she's taken the keys because he wanted something. So the software keys have now gone, and she doesn't have control of the wallet anymore. Um, well, she's going to have to see where that goes. Uh, uh, Janet, she's really happy. I mean, look at this. $152,000. That's $27,000 profit. Hey, 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 she's going well. She's not going to be taking anything else. She's going to leave that out because she's investing more than she can afford to lose. Things are looking good for Janet. Well, we got a situation that wasn't too brilliant on that Friday, so let's try and make it a bit more upbeat. Crypto Seven's now stopped saying investing more than you can afford. I've watched two of his last podcasts, and yeah, he stopped saying that. So great. So let's get this a bit more upbeat. Now, Dan's had a bit of a turn for the better here. His landlord has seen the situation why this has happened. So what he's done is he's made Dan a bit of an offer here. He said, "You can have a smaller place, but I want $175 for this." Um, and you're going to be paying me $25 a week. And what I'll do is I'll invest that in Hex, your P Hex. And then we can go 50-50. Obviously, he wants to see him pay back what he owes. So he sees that as a good opportunity. So that's Dan. He's back in the place. He's back on his feet. Great. Lily, having had all this, he's allowing her to stay. He wants £150 a week now. And he wants an extra $50 a week. That he'll invest for her. They'll go 50-50, and that's in PLX. So she's in a situation where yeah, that might go well for her. And Janet, she's happy. She's just seen prices go up a little bit more. That was at 15 last time we spoke, so great. She's listening to Crypto 7, and she's heard the excellent advice from him that uh, when it goes up 10x and to sell 5% of it, she thinks that's great because that would be $75,000 paid back, and she's still got just over $1 million sitting there in her eHex. So there we go. Let's see how it all goes. Hope everything goes well. Yeah, so we had a conversation with Danny DeHeck on the techniques to defend yourself against crypto scams. So that was a good thing. A couple of hours. If you are thinking about investing in crypto and would like to have a bit of a look to see how to do that, uh, please do take a chance to have a look. So thank you very much, Danny, for having me on, and thank you very much to Crypto G for contributing, making it a good discussion. So on to the investment side and the internet money things. Uh, you may have heard that Bitcoin has gone to all-time highs, and so has Ethereum. So that's very much good for that. But in the actual pulse environment, things haven't really taken off at all. What I've got is that you may or may not remember that there was a line set here for do something about it if it went over. It went over that line and stayed over that line around about the 50 the the 5 zeros here level. What I've done is I've actually made a move on that, and I've gone and bought some time because the difference between the time price and this is quite substantial. This is moving relatively sideways um, since um, uh, since things have gone up a little bit. It's the same with all of them. Hex is the same. Uh, so let's see. I've got a bit of a bit of a trend going that when I say things move a lot after I've made the video. So let's hope it all moves up for the towards the upside. PLS very much the same. And going into the IM token, the actual time token, that came down quite a lot, and that's what I've been talking about. I've actually bought some time token from PLS token um, down here because it kind of pays yields. Yeah, what I can do is go to this chart here to demonstrate this is that the price of time has come down substantially, and the amount of dividends getting paid out have increased somewhat. So the difference between price and the dividend getting paid is quite a lot. Yeah, KG, he's interviewing people. He's interviewed this Kyle from Super Stakes, just basically looking at the projects and the different projects and the likes. What I have done is I've set up a Trello board for the actual testing. So I've got the first test here that is spec'd out, and you've got a test that's achieved there. It's now got a repository up here for the actual Selenium tests. If I go down, there's a test. I can actually run that test. Let's try again. There's the extension there. And then all it's doing is just going to tick this box and then report to say that the test, if I just do that, ticks the box, and you can see the box has been ticked there. And there's the end of that test. It quits the whole thing, and there you go. So what I'm wanting to do is extend these tests. So that's the way to do it, and see if there's anybody else who can possibly get involved in the tests and the likes. So that's about all I've got for the update. So as ever, we'll leave you with KG.
We appreciate every single person who has been on this journey with us. Every person who will join us on this journey, welcome. If you ever have any questions, join the Telegram community. All the resources you need are at internetmoney.io.
What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is more than just money. Cryptocurrency is a lifestyle, a philosophy, an ecosystem, the means by which human beings to attain financial freedom, not just in the sense of multiplying their investment, but giving humans the ability to interact with money in any way that they see fit. And if that way doesn't already exist, that's the beauty of crypto, is you can create it. And that's what we've done here. Internet money is the future. Internet money is the future.